Colorism is the type of discrimination that happens amongst dark-skinned melanated people. In short, let's just say it happens amongst people who are non-Caucasians and non-white. Basically happens around the world, not just in Africa. It happens amongst Africans, it happens amongst Asians, it happens amongst Arabs, all around the world. So it's a type of discrimination whereby the darker you are, the less valued you are. The lighter you are, the more value attached to that individual. That's colorism. So essentially you can say colorism equates racism. So racism was birthed out of colonization. Colorism was also birthed out of racism. As the more lighter skin you are, or white, the more value placed on that individual. This was birthed out of racism because racism is all about being a Caucasian or being white. If you are not Caucasian or white, then you are castigated, you are undervalued, and if you're unlucky, you can be murdered just because of your skin color. That's racism. Colorism, in other words, comes as one of the side effects of colonization, which has created a social construct of the belief that if an individual happens to be light-skinned, then that individual will have the privilege of having more opportunities assigned to them, be it career-wise, in any field of life. This is how value is placed on human beings, which is sad. But all this is birthed out of colonization and the social construct of the world attaching greater value to a human being based on how light or white their skin is. The sad part of it is that this happens in the community of non-white or non-Caucasian people, discriminating against one another just as the colonizer discriminated against them. They are now discriminating against one another based on their skin. Part of the cause of all this is based on representation. I mean, when you tune in the national or international TV stations around the world, you see a huge representation of the white or light-skinned people. Most of the movies being propagated around the world, you see a huge representation of the light skin tone. When you look at the billboards, advertisements, the people that are placed in these advertisements, you see also a huge representation of the light skin. So of course, when a child is born, through the period of childhood, going through adulthood, all you see is light-skinned people, and then have that mentality that whiteness or light-skinned is preferable. Why? Because this has been unconsciously marketed to you. This has been unconsciously displayed on your face all through childhood and adulthood. When it comes to career, applying for a job, marriage, relationship, the white or light skin is preferred because of the acceptance of the propaganda or marketability of such ideology. So representation of the dark skin is lacking, as this has not been accepted in the general overview of how the world is constructed. This is what people see that make them decide to bleach their skin. This is what people see that make them believe dark skin people is representative of demon, weirdness, strange, foreign, evil. As humans, we need to be conscious of this propaganda, the side effects of colonization, and how it is affecting our mentality, how it is part of the social construct of the world, and we need to consciously unlearn these ideologies. So if you're out there, you're dark skinned, embrace your dark skin. If you're out there, you're naturally light skinned and you're opposed to such ideology of treatment of the other, then make such ideology abnormal by, for instance, if you have an organization, employ people who are dark skinned as long as they can do the job. If you happen to be fair skinned and you're in a position of power, promote the representation of the dark skinned people. We all cannot be light skinned. That's not how the Creator has made it to be. We all cannot be Caucasians. We all cannot be bleaching our skin in order to conform to this ideology of light or white equating privilege and normality. Thank you very much for watching and listening. See you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.